I think what's great, I've known CREME for the last sort of 5 to 6 years when they were actually based in Leicester. There's a great relationship, me, Monda and Kieran really sort of hit off. At that stage, I was introduced to the mentorship programs via CREME, and what was great, it took my business and myself on another level. Going forward, sort of now it's 5, 6, 2, 3 years relationship, I've met new entrepreneurs who I've actually integrated and introduced to CREME. So they've not just helped myself, they've helped new mentors, new mentees as well, to expose their business on another level. So the relationship, has been with CREME for the last 5, 6 years, and I hope it goes on for another 10, 20 years. Like I said, the relationship's getting stronger, strength to strength, and I've got a very strong relationship with Monda, which we speak to, every month or so. So it's great.
I work for NatWest Bank, and I'm one of the Women in Business Specialists and Diversity Ambassador for the West Midlands region. So where CREME has actually helped us immensely is around getting the research done around why there's so many barriers for women entering business. And that research has really helped us understand the challenges that our female clients face when setting up in business, and how we can actually offer the expertise to overcome that. So that's been really helpful.
I really like what CREME is doing. They're looking at ethnic minority entrepreneurship. So I'm saying to myself, well, I work within the music sector. How can I take best practice within CREME? How can I bring that to my stakeholders? Because I think that's very important. We're almost really replicating the good practice that CREME is trying to implement. And the fact that CREME is saying to the banks, listen to our stakeholders, the music industry is starting to do the same thing. And Asper is now leading from the same perspective, and Professor Monda is part of the team that set up the Inclusion and Diversity Council for the British Bankers Association. Asper is a member on the same council, so it's really great that Professor Monda has really opened that kind of forum, and Asper is a member and we're part of that. So we're really working alongside what CREME is actually advocating, which is fantastic.
When I first got involved with CREME, we were looking at SMEs and the difficulties that they had accessing finance, and we'd done some work with the British Bankers Association around looking at that and really unpicking that piece of work, looking at the access to finance, working with the bankers to really understand what the issues were for the SMEs and the businesses coming through, why they weren't getting the access to finance that they needed, or the finance to support their business growth and development. We did a mini pilot with Barclays Bank around that, where they invited leaders of networks in, where they invited business owners in to come and sit with those people that make those lending decisions to really understand the process. And I think that was a very good piece of work that was actually done there, because it helped us they walked us through the process, helped us to understand what that process was. But more importantly, that came out of that was this understanding that if you've been turned down, it's not the be-all and end-all. There is an appeals process, and 90% of the people that get to the appeal process or use it then have that lending decision overturned, so then they have a successful outcome. So it's about throwing down a challenge to CREME working with you to realise, or understand what the issues are, but also for the result of that challenge and the result of that work to have an impact on businesses and the wider business community.